time to do that. I think you'll be okay. It's just lines and circles. It's not super complicated today. Okay, guys. Keep passing the stapler around. I think you can manage one staple.
Two things.
Well, I am asking a lot. Okay. We're graphing. We've got a few lines and circles that we're going to graph today. So first graph we have here is theta equals pi over 4. So sort of weird because I only give you an angle. I don't really give you an R. Okay? It's kind of like in the xy coordinate plane when you might have had like y equals 2 or x equals 5. Like you didn't have both parts. It still made a line. Okay, same thing here. I can pick any R value I want. So let's say I pick an R value of 2. What is theta going to be? Pi over 4. Do not overthink this, guys. What if I pick an R value of 4?
Is it pi over 4?
It is pi over 4.
Wow.
What if I pick 0? It's pi over 4. She's making a funny. What if I pick an R value of -2? Still pi over 4. Okay, guys, so plot those points. You've got like bonus lines on your grids today. So this one is pi over 6. Pi over 4. I know. Me too. What? Why are you pi over 4 on repeat? Oh, you did mess it up. The truth has come out, Rebecca. You messed up your worksheet.
I told you we couldn't handle a staple. Oh, you did mess it up.
All right, guys. Plot.
So, like, can we just draw a line through it?
Yeah, guys, look at your points. What are they making?
I got it. Wait.
Okay.
Wait. No, I put it on the wrong lines.
Oh, no. Yeah, make it a line, not pi over
Oh,
4.
I can't see. This is terrible. I'm not gonna able to test just there's no parents looks like
All right, guys, the slope of your line is always equal to tangent of the angle. But if you ever are just given theta equals something and you're supposed to graph it, it is just the line that follows that angle. That is it. Okay? So that's like the easiest line we have.
Going around.
Well, maybe. That's good. Today's really not super hard, okay? We're baby stepping through this. No, I will tell you when it's tough. Like last time we plotted points, we were crawling. Today we're kind of walking with lines and circles.
Today we're hobbling.
We're hobbling today. What, Manny? Yeah, there's tough stuff coming, but it's not today.
That's when I start doing the math. That's when I start doing the whole
Baby steps. Hey, you're starting strong. You got 100 on your homework. All right, let's look at the next one.
Is the line like pi over 4?
Yeah, you're following the pi over 4 angle. Well, no matter what my R value is, what is theta going to equal? Okay. All right, the next one, guys. R cosine theta equals -3. Okay. We can plot points here. Let's plot a couple. If R is -3, and guys, let's solve this for R. And then I'm going to show you an easier way to go about this, but I just want you to see where the points actually come from. So R equals -3 over cosine theta. Are we okay with that? Like if I solve for R, Jane?
So when it's when the R is 0, isn't it just that little
At the pole, yeah. Yep. Okay. We're gonna plug our thetas in first. So if theta 0, what do I get for r? What is the cosine of 0? 1. So negative 3 over 1 is, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right. I'm not going to use every theta because it's going to be kind of annoying. How about pi over 3? Okay, so what would r equal? Negative 6, I heard it. Okay, guys, pi over 3 in there gives me 1/2. Negative 3 divided by 1/2 is negative 6. Okay, we can do this, guys.
This is math.
I have faith in you.
Still 5, still 6, still 7. 0.
Let's do, what do I want to do? No. How about 2 pi over 3? How about that?
Actually, 96.
It'd be 6. Not negative. Yeah. Okay, let's stop plugging in things. Let's plot these. Nate's just like hiding from it. Okay. All right, we're going to plot these 3 points. So negative 3, 0. That means you go left 3, and then you go nowhere. Okay, so 1.
This don't. Oh, straight line.
Negative 6 pi over 3. I think that's the tricky one for you guys to plot because you start left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 6 is on the outer edge. These are like the 3 that would matter. So it's here. Positive 6, 2 pi over 3 is here. Do you see it?
So what's the easier way?
Okay. The easy way. Guys, what is r cosine of theta equal to?
X.
X
Oh, come
equals
on.
negative 4.
We did all of that for this. So the next one's going to be a hard
Okay, yeah. So we are not going to use our chart on the next one. Yeah.
So theta is less 0 when you get
But r was negative 3. So you do the r first and then the angle.
It's a good question.
It just is actually a straight line. It's weird, yeah. If you found the other angles, like their decimal points, they would all be like along that vertical line.
That's your other pre-count for class.
My other honors?
They are.
For the morning.
Smart kids in one.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh yeah, they have the test after.
Yeah, and
They
yeah,
all the
yeah,
answers.
They do have Warhawk time.
I think you let them do the math phase first too.
I did on the last one, yeah. No.
No.
All right, guys, this one. R sine of theta, what does that equal to? This is just the line y equals 2. Do we need to plot points? No, we can just go 1, 2, and draw a horizontal line. There you go. It's fairly straight.
Actually, don't say that ever again.
Wait, oh no, what is this? Circle? R equals 5 is 4 on the ring. Yeah! I can get behind this.
All right.
No, don't say
How are we
that.
gonna get reflections?
Shut up, shut up. Reflect over what?
Hold on, guys. Don't look.
Please don't look at me like that.
Oh, I really agree.
Okay, guys, first one, r equals 5. Do not overthink this. What do you think this means? A circle centered at the pole with a radius of 5. So, 3, 4, 5. Ooh, almost.
100%.
We are?
Yeah, you're right. So don't worry, David. I am kidding.
I feel bad.
Where?
What? I think you're pretty good one on the whiteboard. You can just like
It's
so fast.
I want to see it.
Show us. Yes. Okay. The next one, guys, we're going to plot some points and then see if you can figure out some patterns between these next two, okay? One's cosine, one's sine. Let's see if we can figure out what's happening. So, no. I mean, if you wanted to convert it, you could, and then go through the whole completing the square and all of that. I don't think you actually want to do that. We're going to plug in a couple of points. So if theta is 0, what does r equal? Okay. If theta is pi over 3, what does r equal? -1, good. What about if theta is pi over 2? 0. Cosine of pi over 2 is 0. Let's do just a couple more. 2 pi over 3.
That would be
Positive 1, yes. And then pi. Positive 2. Okay.
Wait, is it a row? What is this?
Well, technically it's a single petal rose.
Single
It is not. Is that pedal?
It's one petal.
Oh no.
But we call it something else. But it is technically a one-petaled rose.
I'm scared for
A circle. Guys, all we're graphing today are lines and circles.
I get my wisdom teeth out and we do roses. So I'm gonna do roses and then I'm gonna go get my wisdom teeth.
That is a day.
Wisdom tooth removal is a really fun time. Drink pineapple
I
juice.
want
Drink
double,
It helps with the swelling afterwards. Like, do it before.
Interesting.
For getting your wisdom teeth removed.
Okay, those are the 4 points. Now, we obviously have to use our imagination a little bit to make those into a circle. Okay, it is a circle. Let me show you.
That's like
Maybe.
Oh, okay, it looks like an egg.
looks like
Oh, come
height.
on.
I mean, come on, guys.
Are you different?
We get
Yeah, the key is okay.
Man,
I've never,
I can't.
especially not in this class.
Oh dear.
At least in
Do you guys see it, how it's a circle? I know it's small, and you're only plotting 4 points. If we had plotted like decimal values in between for like pi over 6, pi over 4, you'd see a little bit more of that curve. But are we okay?
My mom's gonna be so. It's like the correct height, especially if it's a circle.
Exactly.
Everything's circle. Yeah.
Just
Okay.
wait till they get like long and stuff.
Can you do that?
That'll go like, and then like cosine and cosine are different.
Yeah,
They have different things.
they do have different thingies. Okay, let's graph the next one also, and then see if we can figure out any sort of like rules so that you don't have to plot points and you can just look at it and draw circles. Because that's what we want to do. We don't actually want to plot these points. It's just to help us see what's happening. So for sine of theta, I'm going to plug in 0. What do I get? 0. Let's do pi over 6. 2. Okay. Let's do pi over 2. Okay. Let's do, I want a negative. Let's do negative pi over 6. Negative 2.
Yeah.
Okay. That's enough. That's enough.
She's satisfied.
0, 0.
Just doesn't want to go through this area.
Okay, 2 pi over 6 is here. 4 pi over 2. That one's easy. Okay, the negative 2, negative pi over 6 is over there. And now I'm going to draw a happy circle.
Wait, it's a circle?
Ta-da!
It's something. Okay.
Yeah, so they start as circles and then they get like.
Mine doesn't tend to be a perfect circle. I can't do that.
Obviously. Okay. Yeah, no, I don't expect a perfect circle, but I do expect, like, guys, if you're drawing, I don't know, if you have these 3 points and you're like, that's like a potato or something, I don't know. I'm not going to give you credit for a circle on that, okay?
I mean, that looks really good.
No, it has no.
Went through all the points.
Yeah,
As
that's
long
not a
as it
circle.
like finishes and doesn't have any like corners, technically, a circle.
No corners, that's a
I
record.
have the sophisticated prowess of an unborn fetus.
That's pretty rough.
That's quite specific.
Oh, man.
I grew up baseball.
All right, guys, let's see
He's not lying.
if you notice anything.
So where does the stapler go?
I don't know. All right, guys.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, so guys, if it's a cosine, it's going to be like on the x-axis. It's going to either go left or right.
Wait.
What do you think determines if it goes the left side of the x-axis or the right
It's
side?
negative.
Yes, if the coefficient's negative, which way do we go? If it's positive, it'd be on the right side. What about like how long the circle is? How long? The 2 in front, right? We had a 2 and the diameter was 2. Let's look at the one on the bottom. We had a 4. What was the diameter? 4. It's sine, so it's either going to go up or down. It was positive, so it went up. So, yeah. So, do we see no points needed? You just,
Do they all go from the origin?
yes. Yeah, so the circles we're going to graph will always touch the pole. Like, yes, a circle exists that's like over here. We're not going to do that, though, with the way you'd have to see that. All of yours will sort of be anchored at the pole. Rebecca, do you have a different question?
And then, so how do you find how like wide it is?
So once you know, like, so if I gave you, like, maybe, you don't have to write this down. So let's say r equals, like, -3 sine of theta.
Great. So it's going to be vertical, and it's going to be below.
It's going to be down there. Like, you know you have those 2 points. You just try to do, like, a half circle and a half circle, and
Do
there
we
you
have
go.
to know?
No.
Oh, I want to know.
No, you don't have to plot other points. That's it.
Bruh.
Why is it vertical?
Wait, Miss
Why
Rose,
what?
Which way does the page go next?
Because it's sine. Sine is y. So if you saw, like,
Yeah, but which?
cosine, positive, 1, 2, 3, there.
That's why I use
All right, easy once you see it. Finn?
You should always start at the 0 when you're going.
Yeah, you're always at the pole, and then it's up or down, left or right.
Is there a possibility that this isn't like a service, like a cylinder?
Nope, it's going to be a circle. Yeah.
So when we draw this, and we just like get the diameter and the height, we just don't have like it doesn't it's just on the point.
Nope.
We just draw a circle.
You just draw. Like, I'm freehand drawing these on this thing. Like, you can do that, right?
It's easier the first day.
Yes.
Like,
It's good it's today. I mean, yes, but not in what we're doing.
Like, you could do any shape, and you could just turn that into a graph.
Sure. I mean, it might be more of like a piecewise kind of thing. Like, I can't think of a function
You know, like,
off the top of my head.
like this is a graph is a like over a circle.
So, like, one equation that gives you a triangle?
Like, yeah.
I'm sure it exists. I don't know what it is. But I would imagine it's the thing. Okay, let's fill in our little. Yes. Baby.
I'm gonna steal these. This doesn't work, right?
No, it does.
Oh, okay.
I fixed it. I unchamped it. Yes. It's a little dramatic. Toby got there.
Does it take that long to put something into scissors? He said he graded everything. He said everything is graded.
Once I have it graded, it takes me maybe 30 seconds to put it in.
I think it's just
I'm,
like.
okay, we'll
I
say
think it's
2
just
minutes
like-
if I'm creating the assignment and everything, but no, it does not.
I think it's because I slept in this class. That's why.
Upside down.
It was only for like.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, let's fill in our little summary, kind of our rules to follow here.
Put it wrong and right. Which one's is this the next page?
This is the page I'm on.
Whatever. I don't know. It's all good.
It's got this box
Just
at the
gonna
top.
say yes.
I have still a.
Wait, you're gonna unstaple the staple?
And especially the kids from AV. It's either been like 2 years since they've seen
Okay, don't
it.
do it.
They do like a thing with it at the end. You know, learning polars in June would be interesting.
Wait, what did they do in BC? I don't think
A lot.
You can just speak really
Why are they
fast.
only about it now?
Like-
Relearning it all now.
Because they're getting to the polar stuff.
Oh.
Like this is when they're going to use it. So.
Oh. Oh, like finding the area.
There's
like,
3
a-
parts. Like A, B, and C.
And like understanding the different intervals. That's why we now graph. I'll give you like down below. See these intervals? Like you're not going to graph the full circle.
Yeah.
So you really think about it. Okay, if R equals A, guys, that is a circle.
Yeah.
Center at the pole, right? We know what the pole is. Radius equal to A. So like R equals 3, a circle with radius 3, centered at the pole. We did one. We did R equals 5. Okay. All right. Our other circles here. If we have R equals A sine of theta, that is a circle. It's going to be shifted on the y-axis because it's sine, so it's either going to go up or down. And your diameter is A. Sorry, there's not a ton of room in there to write. If you can't read something, let me know. I know I'm squishing it in there. So R equals A cosine. Again, this is a circle. What are we shifted on this time? Good. And again, the diameter is A. All right, if theta equals A, remember these were the lines, we did these first. It's a line, and you're just gonna draw it through whatever the theta is, but technically slope is equal to tangent of theta.
Was it the radius of A and then the diameter?
So when it's given just R equals A, like radius equal, like R is the radius equals A, whereas in the others, it's you've got other things going on, so you end up with the diameter is what we look at for capital T. All right, guys, if it's R sine of theta, is that X or Y? Y, so is that a vertical or horizontal line? Good, so this is a horizontal line at A. Okay. So what do you think R cosine theta is? Vertical line at A.
No, it's
Saw
not.
that right. Okay, let's do these together because I've thrown a few things in here. And this one I'm going to change.
Yeah, what's that cosecant down there?
We will go through it. Let's do the first one together first. First one first.
It's just like the flop out.
Yeah, so guys, I'm giving you r equals 5. So ignoring the interval, what is r equals 5? Circle, radius of 5, right? Okay. But I'm telling you only to graph it 0 to pi. So which part of the circle? Okay.
Whoa.
And then isn't the next one the exact same?
I love the
Almost.
It's the rainbow.
My circle.
It's not the exact same.
Rainbow. Okay, mine got a little ugly.
It's the rainbow, but doesn't have angle sets.
No, no rope swing today.
No animation.
I like explain that to one of my friends in geometry, and it like blew my mind. It was
Oh, that's exciting.
Same zero.
Okay, guys, what's different about this one? Starts at -5. That means you're going to start over here and then travel 0 to pi. So which part of the circle? Do you see it like that's now 0
Wait.
to pi?
Okay.
You see it?
Sure.
Sure.
Wait, why?
Where is -5?
Right.
right over here, right?
So I start at -5, and then I travel 0 to pi. So I go, this is 0 to
How
pi.
you travel up high lane to the normal direction.
Yeah, it's still positive angles. Okay. Right. Question? Technically, it'd be. I'm not going to be picky about that. Like, you have the right section of the graph. I'm
We
good.
draw like a little white circle, like nothing.
Technically, that's what should be happening. Like, this should be open. This should be like open, but I'm not. I don't care about that. I just want the right part of the circle. Now, the third one, guys, cross out the interval. I don't want you to do an interval on this one. Damon is correct. All right, guys, for cosecant of theta. What is cosecant? Okay, I'm going to go down here where I've got a little bit of room. So this is really r equals 4 times 1 over sine, right? Okay. Could I multiply both sides by sine? Then I would get r sine of theta equals 4.
Oh my gosh, I cannot believe this.
Y equals 4. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, and draw a horizontal line as best you can. I feel like with the curves, sometimes mine like, they like don't stay straight.
And so if you were
Yeah, right? That's interesting.
if you were to go with the interval, it would just be like the one part of it.
It's kind of weird with the lines with intervals. I won't ever give you an interval on a line, okay?
Hey, wait, then we know when it's a line.
Maybe. I might give you not an interval on something else, though. Okay, guys, the last one here, r equals -3 sine of theta. Ignoring the interval, what is this? Okay. If there was no interval, are we okay with that's what it would be? Okay. The interval means I got to figure out which part of that circle I'm actually using. Okay? It's not the whole thing. So, we are going to make like a little tiny table here to figure out which part we're using. But I want to make sure you understand the whole thing too. So let's think about our r's and our thetas. I want to start at pi over 2 because that's the first value on my interval. So if I plug in pi over 2, what do I get? -3. So I'm going to plot that. -3 pi over 2. That's down at the bottom, right? Are we okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to I need something in between pi over 2 and pi, and I know with sine 5 pi over 6 is easy. What do I get when I plug in 5 pi over 6? Mumbling, and what do we get? There we go, -3/2 we got there. So I'm going to go -1.5 rings, and then around to 5 pi over 6, which is like, yeah, so like your starting point is over there where the x is, and then you travel 5 pi over 6. Are we doing okay with that when the r is negative?
So it's this time.
Yeah, you can see where
Great,
it's
so
going
we're
to
done.
be. We're going to plug pi in just to make, make us feel better.
So
What do I get when I plug pi in?
0.
0 here. Do you guys see that it's going to be that right side of your circle? Okay. Mine kind of looks like half a circle.
Whoa.
Oh my goodness.
Wait. I we could just like use the eyeballs, right?
Yeah. Yeah. As long as you know like which part of it you're drawing, that's fine. So that's why, like, if you were graphing the whole thing without the interval, you get that it'd be like sine, shifted down, and then the diameter of 3 down there. We just have to figure out which piece of the circle we're getting. And it is, guys, it's interesting, pi over 2 to pi, what fraction of the whole unit circle is that? 1/4. But it draws half the circle for me, right? Okay, so if you actually draw the circle 0 to 2 pi, you go over it twice. Like, that's what happens. So every sort of quadrant of your unit circle gives you half of one of these circles you're graphing in the polar coordinates. Which should make sense, because don't the values repeat if you make it all the way around the circle? Okay. That'll come into play more when we do our roses, too. The interval didn't change. Right?
That's second quadrant.
But this circle was never in this quadrant. Yes, this is the second quadrant of your unit circle. That is not the second quadrant of this. Because the whole circle is here, right? Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and then I have to figure out which part of that, because r is -3, I go 1, 2, 3. I start here. I travel 5 pi over 6 is here. Like, that's the negative, this one negative pi, or I'm sorry, pi over 2 takes you there. Like, your starting point is now on this side, which is new. You guys aren't used to starting over there.
Yeah, it's like the new circle.
Yeah, so like this point right here, that's 3 pi over 6. Sorry, -3 pi over 6. Yeah.
If it was positive 3 would it like be in the second quadrant?
So the whole circle would have been then up here.
But the section I was asking you to graph.
So you'd want to think through your plunging it. So if we plugged in pi over 2, we'd get 3. We'd get this point up here. You'd do 5 pi over 6, which would give you positive 3/2. So yeah, it would be this guy. It'd be this side of it. Because 0 to pi over 2 is technically this part. Pi over 2 to pi is this part. Pi to 3 pi over 2 is this part. 3 pi over 2 to 2 pi is that part. Does that make sense?
Since it's -3, you're all to the right, the other way.
You're starting down here. So like 0 to pi with this one would have given you this part. Pi over 2 to pi, pi to 3 pi over 2, and then 3 pi over 2. It's a little weird. It's interesting though. Okay guys, that's the end of your notes. Other questions? You do have math space. Let me make it available. That's it? You made it.
I don't have enough textbooks to get
Uh-oh. Chex Mix is powering you through.
It is like,
Yes.
it makes my mind, it's like steroids.
Oh. That'll do it.
Guys, you've got a part of your worksheet there just for extra practice. I would do that along with your math space, but the math space is technically what's graded. The math space says it's going to take you a whole 5 minutes to do, so.
Is it one problem?
What's
Five.
that? You have a bunch of-
It's 5 questions.
We know. Haha, JK. Just kidding. Except that car accident. You were kidding earlier about how whenever it rains, it's just super scary to get into, like, I'm gonna get hit.
Oh dear.
Like, Madison drivers don't know how to drive normally, and then the second
Oh, yeah,
it's raining,
raining.
it's like,
It's a disaster. Yeah.
it's like off water. It's like a front yard, bro.
I don't
Yeah, you get back here. I have a gift for you. It's look at the egg bar. Okay.
Hold on, let me
Counselor.
Yeah.
See, I don't know when we're supposed to meet with our counselors. They say that they say we're going to, and then they're just like, well, we don't know when.
What would a mischievous
There's been no mention of seeing my counselor.
Oh my gosh, I have a fee!
Yes! 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 You did it! You did it! Damn, your grades are so good.
I got ideas. I don't want to hear
Yeah, I have like 3.0. That's like the lowest fee, but that's so it's oh my god,
Oh, there's a little one. I can't. Oh,
You know, it's funny.
but like, what are their? Isn't Python going to be? Oh yes. Yeah.
Are you sure? That looks like two Python.
No, but look at this.
Oh, thanks. Then you're good.
I'm not gonna
Way to pay attention.
Do they just want to start with a E though?
And I put it in AirPods and I just
Oh, okay, that's weird.
Got it?
Yeah,
The thing is that like my grades can turn around in like 30 seconds. Like it's so dumb.
So I'm just like
I have like straight B's right now. By the end of the year, I was